Hello, my crafty friends. Today I wanted to show you one of my purchases and some of the cards that I've made. So when we visit the US, I often have a little wish list for Amazon.com. And the last time we were there, I was awake early and, looking on my phone and scrolling through my wish list. And these cards popped up and I thought, oh, like they just stopped me in my tracks. A lot of it is this rainbow look. I used to do many years ago, I used to do something very similar digitally with landscapes. I worked for a company and we did digital scrapbooking kits. And so that was something that I used to do. So it definitely just kind of pulled at my heartstrings when I saw it. And hello, dogs. Sorry about the rattling here. I'm just going to take these out to show you. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So we're a dog family, our kids, our grandkids. Most of our friends love dogs, so I just knew I would get a lot of use out of these cards. They're just adorable, and I love the rainbow, the happy colors. I was trying to justify it, and well, they're supposed to be 4 by 6 inch, so that's a card size that I use a lot. There were 20 cards, 20 envelopes, and then they also came with coordinating rainbow dog envelope seals. So I decided I was going to go for it. I'm just going to move this out of the way so the rattling stops a little bit there. So I got the cards. I figured I could stamp a happy birthday on the front, and a couple of them I could make for nursing home donation cards. I mean, a pack of 20. I've got lots of cards. I could make some birthday cards for ourselves because of I know everyone in my family would enjoy these, or for friends. I could put pop-ups inside. I was pretty excited about them. So they came, and first of all, as I said, they're supposed to be 4 by 6 and come in a box. Well, you saw the cello bag. They came in a cello bag. So I was a little bit nervous that they would be crumpled, but they weren't. None of the corners are crumpled. The artwork is Mr. Lucky Artwork. I want to make sure I give credit there. I would cut them apart and then use this 4-inch width and cut it down to 5 1/4, then mat it for an A2 card. 6-inch height, I could cut it to 3 1/2 and then use it for a mini slimline card. I had all of these ideas with them. So decided to go for it. And then when the first cards that I went to make, they're not 4 by 6. I'm just looking for my ruler. Well, that's funny. I went and I got my my Sweet Petunia, my T ruler, so I could measure and show you, but I don't know where I put it in my pile here. So they ended up being 3 3/4 and by 5 3/4. So I was a little bit disappointed in that. And then when I was making my cards, of course, I kept the back side, and I still have some of those here. But the white, it's more of a creamy white, so I thought I could use the back sides to stamp the sentiment, and then they would match. Thankfully, I did it on a scrap first, and I used Memento ink, and I left it overnight, and it didn't dry. It was still like completely wet when I went in the morning. So I know I could use a StazOn or probably an archival ink. So I'd stamped down here, I was gonna tear it off so I didn't get ink on anything else, and I was just gonna throw that piece out. Well, when I went to tear it, a plastic came off. Let's see if I can show you here. Yeah, it's hard to tear. And then you can see the plastic coating. So the cards are coated, which means I can't stamp on them. I didn't want to drag out my StazOn and the special cleaner and all of that. So I would just do banners on top, but that was interesting. So then I thought, oh, I wonder if I can stamp inside, because the whole idea was to stamp a sentiment inside, and if they're coated, even glue won't work. So I did just stamp on the inside of one, and it did take a little bit to dry. I would say maybe 15-20 minutes. I stamped it, I put it out of the way so I wouldn't knock it, and yeah, it did dry inside. So I could stamp on the inside of them. I was really surprised that they were that coated, but it does make the cards really nice and sturdy. So I'm just going to show you the 3 cards that I've made first. And so I made 3 5 by 7 cards just to start with. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with them, whether I'm going to, continue making 5 by 7 cards like this and then have a gift set for someone. I actually think I want to use this one for our sister, our daughter-in-law, rather, her birthday in August. I think she would get a big kick out of that. I'm not even sure if that is a Staffordshire Terrier, but the smile on it looks like they're Phoebe girl. So I think that would be fun. And I didn't actually cut the panel down. I just cut it from the back side, and I showed you the back already, and then cut a 4x6 black mat. So that worked out well with them being smaller. And then I used this older patterned paper, which I love. It is the Gilded Ink by Recollections, and I've had it for quite a while. Lots of little bits and pieces in there. So I didn't actually cut into a full sheet for these cards. I had a couple of partial sheets left, and so that's what I used to mat. And I think the next ones I would have a narrower mat and a larger white mat, but you don't know these things till you kind of play with them. So I'll show you the 3 cards that I made. Birthdays look great on you. That's a really fun sentiment. It is the Anything But Basic Birthday Wishes from MFT Stamps. I'm not sure if it is still available. Other than the cards themselves, nothing I used is new. Everything's been in my craft room for a while. I do want to use a lot of what I already have. And then inside, they're all done the same. Hope your day is happy. And that is Big Happy Sentiments by Catherine Pooler. So yes, they are stained, the stamps. They're photopolymer and they pick up the color. And I've cleaned them, and I could stamp them with a pale yellow and none of that ink would transfer. They are clean. They're just stained. I'm okay with that. I'm sure I could invest in some kind of a stamp cleaner that would take most of that off, but it doesn't bother me. Just shows that my stamps are well used and well loved. So they all are done the same. The next time I will do it a little differently though. Normally I stamp happy and then birthday. So I stamped the happy kind of up high and then went, oh, I wanted to add the hope your day is. And that's got to go above the happy. So I think on this one, I did get it a little bit lower. Yeah, I did get this one a little bit lower. So that's something I'll watch the next time. And then just a scrap of that rainbow holographic cardstock that is from Recollections. And then the glitter dots, they are from, these ones I think are from Elizabeth Craft Designs. I've had them for so long, I'm almost done, but I get mine now at Ecstasy Crafts in Canada. So you can just rip these off, and there are the glitter dots, and they're flat, they're self-adhesive, lots of sparkle and shine, but no additional bulk. So I've got this one, Happy When You're Older Day. I really like the white space on this one. And yes, it has the same sentiment inside, and I'll show you the envelopes in just a sec. Let me show you the third one here. Oh my gosh, isn't that cute? It's just such a happy card to send for a birthday. The birthdays look great on you again, and he just makes me smile. So the coordinating envelope seals, they come as a circle, and so what I did is, let me grab one here. So this is how they come, and I just cut this part out and then folded back the circle. Let's see if I can grab it here. Folded that back and then just use scissors to cut it so that the backing remained on the bottom part. And that's what you can see here. So when I go to give the card, I can just peel off the backing and then seal the envelope. Or if I make a set for a gift, whoever I give the cards to can do that as well. So when I do the nursing home donation cards, I will add the stickers to the envelopes, and then the recreation department can seal the envelopes when they assign the cards to give to the residents. So I'm really happy with the cards. I think those envelope seals just kind of, they're the icing on the cake. Very happy with my cards. Oh my gosh, aren't they cheerful? And as I said, these are my first 3. There's 20 cards in that package, so I will be back with more, and probably I'm going to do pop-ups next. I have some dies by Karen Burniston. Her new release has got, what's it called? The Raising Platform pop-up. Can't wait to play with that. And hopefully, I am filming this on January 30th. So hopefully that die set will be in my mailbox today or tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to want to play with it right away. I'm sure I'll be working on the dog cards throughout February, and we'll share them as I make them. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.